Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Christopher Healy, author of the upcoming book, What's So Special About You? Well, today is a historic day for Crowd1 and all the millions of people that are involved in Crowd1 and finally get this thing up and going and out to you. This is an enormous amount of work. I'm just so glad to be moving along with this. This is it. However, I got a little bit of news to be able to bang out real quick before we get to the goodies. Are you ready? Okay, I'm no longer using WhatsApp. Been overflowed, too many people. Can't use it no more. I'm not even picking up the phone. If I'm not getting to your answers, it's because I just can't do it no more, so don't get upset with me, too many people. However, I'm going to be going to Zoom, all right? You're going to be able to get me on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 12 noon Canadian Eastern Time. And I'm opening this up to be able to allow new people that know nothing about Crowd1 or that maybe even they're interested in joining my team. Remember, I'm 77 team, all right? You come in, listen to me, take you through the whole journey of what Crowd1 is, and you're going to be able to make decisions based upon correct knowledge, factual knowledge. Then you can make decisions, come or go. That's fine, as long as you get the facts, man. So that's what it's going to be about. There it is. You'll find in the description on this video, down in the description part, the information on the Zoom, the ID, and so forth. Okay? Let's move to the next piece. 5 million people. Crowd1 is expanding, guys. It's building big. Let's move to the next one. Boom. Now, this is a message from our CEO, Mr. Von Holstein, and this is all really cool stuff, but I want to get down into one area here. He says, this is all cool. We will get every detail right. Now, I've done a lot of research on this guy for my Crowd1 True Potential, and there's many a times where he's going to be saying, we'll get it right. If we get it right, we have got to get this right. He's very aware of this, and I'm bringing this up because this is very important in what I'm going to be revealing to you about the true potential of Crowd1. Here he says, we will get every detail right. We will be as compliant, legal, and as transparent as we need to be. They get it. They get it. They are opening up. They're showing, guys, this is real, okay? So I wanted to be able to show you that. Now, let me show you something that is also real. Bam. Look at this. This is happening. There's people, these are Crowd1 members, and look what they're doing. They're piling food up together. They're putting food packages together. They're helping people. They're shopping for people. They are delivering for people. This is like amazing. These are a beautiful community of people. Look, when I joined Crowd1, in the middle of January, I didn't realize that I was joining a community, and of course over this past 3.5 months, 4 months, I've beginning to really understand that this is a community of people. They are achievers. They don't want to be stuck in ordinary world. They want to be able to go beyond and try something. 5 million people are saying, you know what, 99 euros and I can get my business here and I can build a business as big as I want to build it? Sure, for 99 euros, I'll do it. That's what's resonating. And these folks, these are the ground troops. Look at this. They're out there. The next recognition days, Crowd1, you want to be looking at these people as well, because this is seriously what it is about. They should be recognized. Each and every one of these, they're heroes. And there's more. I just couldn't put all the photos on here. So thank you so much, guys. Well done. Let's move on now. You ready? I'm now going to take you over to my website, my Crowd1 back office. Let me just go in here and sort this out. This is a day that people had been saying to me, this will never happen. Crowd1 isn't real. All you millions of people that are in Crowd1, you've had the same stories. This is a great celebratory moment because the residual income, the money from the residuals, from the streaming, all of that now is coming through. And here's the first. You have residual income to claim. And I'm about to click on that now, because I have no idea how much is in there. But I'm going to claim it. You ready? Let's see where we're going to go. 3, 2, this is a great moment. A moment that people said would never happen. Let's enjoy this, guys. And what's going to happen? Now, there we are. Now, I'm gonna hide out what this is. I'm going to pixel it because I don't want YouTube saying, hey, you shouldn't be showing how much you're earning. So I'm going to pixel all that out. Claim your residual income. Thanks to your hard and dedicated work, you've been granted residual income, and I'm going to claim it now. And there it is. And we're processing the request. Every month now, as I build my team even bigger, the residual incomes will be coming every month, every month, every month. This is the first payout. Congratulations to the Crowd1, to the team of people behind the scenes that are making this happen, like getting all of the graphics, getting things ready. Congratulations to Mr. Werner. Congratulations to the CEO, Von Holstein. Congratulations to Mr. Magnus and Anthony, all those amazing people that are trying as hard as they can to show how real, legitimate, compliant, transparent this company really, really is. Here we go. We're going to go to, see, now I can relax a little bit. Isn't it beautiful? And look, I'm even going to go fishing later on. It's so nice. So now, let's get down to some business. The first thing is I'm going to give you the disclaimers. All right. I am not a financial advisor. Please do not use me nor my videos as an excuse to do whatever you're going to do with your money. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an investment advisor. I am none of those. I do not get paid by Crowd1. They don't give me nothing. I'm not privy to their secrets. I'm not privy to their conversations that they have in private. I'm not aware of their technical things, of what's going on. I only know what's happening when I see it on the Crowd1 website. They don't send me anything, no flowers, nothing. Oh, they do give me the rewards, so that I can claim, and I'm grateful for that, like what we just did a little while ago, and so are millions of other people. So that is beautiful, but they don't pay me and they send me no flowers. All right. I have no connection with them like that whatsoever. I am, however, a proud member of Crowd1. I am in charge of my own 77 team, and I am building my network, okay? And I work very hard at doing that. That's the connection between me and Crowd1, all right? Good. All done with the disclaimers. Now, why am I doing this? Well, it's very simple, because I believe in the concept of what Crowd1 has brought out. You, think about this, you are able to have your business on this phone. Your livelihood, your business is on the phone, right? This is cutting edge. You don't even need a pen or a paper, all right? It's just all here. And you're able to build it as big as you want, or you can build it as small as you want. You can stretch up to where you're pulling in 20,000 euros a week, or you can be pulling in 10 euros a month. You get to choose. For 99 euros, you get to build a business. And this resonates with 5 million people, and guess what? It's going to be resonating with tens of millions of people. So why am I doing it? I love the idea. I think it's bold to be able to help people get up and out of poverty. All right? That's why I'm involved in this. And I said that to the owner. I said, this is a bold concept, and it's very exciting. All right? I'll get there. Now, let's move on. So let's go to the Crowd1 future. Have you ever watched a favorite TV show? Like, let's say you've watched 3 seasons of the best TV show you've ever liked. And one day you come across on YouTube some guy that says, hey, I studied all of those 3 seasons. I watched every episode. I took notes of all the lines, of all the storylines, of what was happening, of all the symbology and the meanings, this, and I've come out with a 20-minute video about where it looks like they could go for season 4. It's like, wow, okay, so you watch it. That's what I've done here, okay? The future of Crowd1 is I've gone through a multitude of facts and I've extrapolated from all of those facts certain points that I'm being able to see as this is where they could go. Now, I'm taking a little bit of creative license, a little bit of guesswork, a little bit of play, all right? Because we need to stretch a little bit to be able to see what's beyond the next sunrise. So, when I'm coaching, for example, I'll meet a new client, bring him in, and I'll put them through a few little tests. They don't realize they're being tested and so forth, but they'll do this, this, and this. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at who they are. I'm looking at their potential right there as it is. And I'm looking at what could really help them grow and reach their potential. And then what I'll do is I'll put out little milestones and then encourage them and work with them to hit those milestones, and they'll reach this potential. This potential becomes actuality. Remember, Crowd1 true potential does not mean actual. The same as common sense doesn't necessarily mean common practice. All right? So potential doesn't mean actual, but potential can become actual if you know where you're going, if the company knows where they're going, and they lay out their milestones, and they actively work together to reach those milestones. They know where they're going to the vision, and they're building towards it. Boom. What I'm doing is I've extracted a whole heap of facts, and I'm saying, yeah, they're going there, like von Holstein. He intends making Crowd1 a billion-dollar company, all right? Now, he's already built 3 companies and made them billion-dollar companies. So the guy clearly knows what he's doing. But I'm looking beyond that billion-dollar company to something just over there that is so enticing, so exciting, and in many ways jaw-dropping that you're going to want to bring your people in to see this. You want to bring your people in to take a look at this so they get clarity, they get confidence, they get a deeper understanding, a bigger understanding as to where things could be, and I'm pretty sure where they're really going, okay? Now, to help you get there, I'm going to read out a list of the facts of the steps and the launches that Crowd1 have taken that will begin to show us, oh, okay, I can see where they're going here. So bear with me now as I lay out some of the facts. Are you ready? 1, Crowd1 became legal, right? It's legal in Europe. 2, they now operate in 170 countries. They started with 1 office. Now they've got like 5 and 6 offices all opened up, all right? So they're expanding. They built up their website, and then they rebuilt it and reconfigured the infrastructure to be able to handle tens of millions of more people. Okay. They opened a Philgo in November, and now a Philgo is now bringing the money. The payments are coming through. They've opened up the Epic Lotto, and the payments are now coming through. They opened up a new TV station, broadcasting. A few weeks ago, they did their first broadcast, the live show, the magic show with the Epic Lotto and so forth, and announcing the new products that were coming through. That broadcast, and I understand the power of broadcast, when they made that first ping, Crowd1 is here, that is the beginning of a whole new reality. They're not going to be broadcasting, Saturday evening lotto. That's just the beginning. That's the opening round. They're going to be broadcasting 24/7. But we'll be getting into that, okay? But either way, they got the TV station up and going. What else? They put out 350 million euros worth of free gift packs. Think about this. 350 million euros worth of free packs handed out to all the members to give to anybody that you think needs a start to be able, you know what, give it a try. Do you want to build your business? 350 million euros worth handed out for free. Okay? Plus, they're now into the live events. They did one a few weeks ago. The next one is July 24th, and the next one is going to be June 6th. So these broadcasts, these live get-togethers are going to be more frequent and more powerful as we go along. Next, they got the new products coming out. New products coming out, and up to 10 products before the end of this year. Next, Visa has now, you know, Visa, probably one of the biggest financial brands in the world, has connected with Crowd1. Visa's joined up. What is it? Union Pay, the equivalent of Visa in Asia, they're now in there. Major gambling companies are in there. Plus, Qadiri, the official sponsor of an amazing soccer team known as Real Madrid, they are with Crowd1. All right, let's keep, this is all showing you where we're going to go. Stay with me. They've got the new magazine, Crowd1 magazine, which is print and digital. That's been out. They've now introduced a new ambassador level, so people can be earning more money. They got new systems coming out. They got the payouts. Boom. We're real, guys. The payouts have just happened. Boom, boom, boom. Ting, 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 ting. There's the payouts. Every month now, more payouts will be coming out. So they're showing everybody we're real, we're expanding, we're going nowhere, except we're going in that direction. And what's in that direction? True potential. Okay. Now, they're the facts. Now I'm going to show you, so you understand my process. I've been researching this for months, really, researching where they're going to go for months. And some of the researching I've done is I've researched the Crowd1 company, I've researched the owner, Mr. Werner, I've researched the crowd mentality, people, the human behavior. That's not so hard. I've been doing that for a long time. And understand my, you don't have to be a prophet to understand how this works, right? For 30-odd years, I was researching geopolitical situations throughout the world, looking at future flashpoints, future choke points, and I reveled in the enjoyment of being able to understand that, being able to focus like a magnifying glass in different areas, and be able to see certain plot points all begin to 2 or 3 moves ahead. So I've been doing this type of thinking and this way of working for decades. So it fits perfectly into this with Crowd1. I've researched Von Holstein. I've done a lot of research on him. There's a lot of videos, a lot of information. I went down all his Facebook posts and read through everything. Very colorful character. He's opinionated. He's got some strong opinions. And I pulled a lot of information from that and some other videos around, which gave me a better 3-dimensional understanding of who this man is, how he thinks, where he's come from, and where he really wants to go. Because he does have some skills here. He's able to build $3 billion companies, all right? But that's just one part of his skills. He's very skilled, for example, there's a magazine called the Chief Executive Magazine. Now, the Chief Executive Magazine releases 6 editions every year. And each edition is sent out to about 40,000 of the chief executives in planet Earth. They get to read this magazine. And in one of these editions, there was a section on the global leaders of tomorrow. And under that section, there's 5 or 6 people. And one of them was our CEO, Mr. Von Holstein. So this guy he's powerful. And he's seen as an internet visionary. Some people have said he's the most internet-wise, savvy, most visionary person we've ever met. So let's look at his vision. And let's look at the future of Crowd1. And you're going to be able to see, what? Really? Wow? Yeah. And I will be taking you there. What else have I done research on? I've been researching business models. This is really cool. Something called blockchain. Yeah, coming to a house near you. Blockchain is a whole new reality that is coming. It is a new way of doing business, and you will be seeing and understanding this, and Crowd1 is going to be connected to this big time. I'm also studying digital revolutions, and here's one. Disruptive technologies. Disruptive technologies? What would that be? And why do I care about disruptive technologies? Because disruptive technologies and disruptive innovation is going to be very heavily connected to Crowd1. And if you're in Crowd1, you're going to want to know about this because it's going to affect you in an amazing way. That's why we're here. Okay? And here's another one. Decentralization versus centralization. Huh? Trust me, it's there. Bottom line is this. I'm going to take you on a journey. I'm going to tell you, once upon a time, there was a company called Crowd1. And I'm going to give you some guesswork. Really? I'm going to be giving you my opinion. Not the company's opinion, nobody else's opinion. It will be my opinion. And let's go a little deeper. I'm going to be giving you an analytical interpretation. Let me say that again because it's really important. I'm going to be giving you my analytical interpretation of a multitude of facts. And I'm going to paint a picture for you. A story that is amazing. All right? And we're going to do it right now. Kickoff. Are you ready? So, let's pack our bags. Let's get away from the fire. And we're going to go here. Boom. Sovereign Sky. A space-based blockchain to end global poverty. The planet's first space-based superfast blockchain powering the new free world currency designed to redistribute the world's wealth to provide and protect our children, save and preserve our wildlife, and aim to help eradicate global poverty. And you're thinking, what the heck has this got to do with Crowd1? Ah, wait, and you shall see. Let me show you this video for a moment. Now listen up. Here we go. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. Stand by.
And remotest parts. The Sovereign Sky satellite signals are picked up by the modems distributed throughout the world. The modems talk to the phones through their custom-built operating system, and the phone's Instagram
It's all to do with phones.
wallet connects to each device's cryptocurrency smart card. Sovereign Coin and Sovereign Aid cryptocurrency is then uploaded from Earth to the Sovereign Sky satellite network.
Wow.
And can then be beamed to Sovereign Sky modems and phones anywhere in the world. Once the cryptocurrency collects in the phone's digital wallet, the person in need, hospital or village can then buy medicine, clothes, food or water using their smart card.
Okay, so what they're saying is we're handing out phones to people in impoverished territories. And I am going to be able to send this kid, if he's got a phone, from my phone, click, 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 and I'm going to be able to send him, I got it, money. So he can go and buy medicine, buy food, and essentially live a better life. So this is what Sovereign Sky is doing. Now, there's a whole digital wave coming along towards planet Earth, man, and it is a really positive and powerful thing. And these guys are coming in on their way of doing it. Now, there's other companies that are also coming in on the same wave. And I'm telling you, from what I see, from what I understand, from what I can get what's going on here, Crowd1 is one of these companies coming in with this whole phone technology stuff. They're coming in, they're sweeping in here, and they are going to be doing their part in being able to really influence a huge global change in the way we do business. a real big global change in the way we do business. Now, I'm going to take you outside now to my big display board, and I'm going to lay out a whole once upon a time based on facts, and I'm going to show you something that is going to make you say, wow, this is going to be amazing. Are you ready? Let's go and let's see. Walk with me. And I'm going to show you something amazing. So here we go. Here's my TV here, the whole thing. And of course, we have the board. So let's begin. It all started a few thousand years ago with our world. A lot of things happened over the course of thousands of years. People, civilizations coming and going, all of what people do. And out of that came something that has saved us and moved us along like never before. And it will save us again. The entrepreneurial spirit. Meaning, these folks are not with the status quo. They're not with the, this is how it is. These folks go beyond. They'll risk things to go beyond, to see what's over there, to go over there, to really push themselves forward. That's the entrepreneurial spirit. Out of this came this. And this led to this word here. You ready what it is? Because this is huge. Trade. North, south, east, and west was trade. Trade with an entrepreneurial spirit flourished throughout the entire known world. And I mean flourished. When trade was flourishing, this was amazing, because this is what we were doing. We were making something called progress. When you got progress, you got happy people. When you don't have progress, well, you got riots in the streets. So, progress. This is how it's been for thousands of years. This is how it has been. And then something interesting happened. 3 parts. World Event 1, World Event 2, and World Event number 3. The first world event was this. Digital technology. When they realized that they could take all of that information and put it into a tiny little computer chip and put it into, for example, your phone, like everything that is in NASA headquarters, the whole space program, all of that knowledge is in this phone, computerized, miniaturized. Digital technology took off. And really what it was doing? Changing the old ways of doing business. Digital technology changed the old ways of doing business. And with that came new ways. Now, some of these new ways people accepted. Some of these new ways people don't accept. But the new ways are replacing the old ways of doing business. You see where Crowd1 is coming? Stay with me and I'll show you. Then came World Event number 2. Now, this isn't a good thing, but out of this came something good. You ready? World Event number 2, which was the 2008 global recession. $8 trillion lost. Or stolen? Maybe a bit of both? No. Lost. Let's play with the word lost. When this hit, it shook the world. It shook it so much, $8 trillion was lost. People's livelihoods all over the world, an enormous amount of people, their lives just evaporated into nothing. Their money was gone. I'm going to show you two videos. Now, the first video is from the stock exchange. When the guy on the radio realizes, he's watching the numbers, and the numbers are just going down, down, and he's realizing, holy crap, he's saying, we're losing everything. By the second, millions of dollars are being lost. Millions, hundreds of millions.
Come to sell them again. 9.5 straight night, 20 straight night, even straight here. Now guys eat halves are trading as well.
With no liquidity, everyone is rushing at the door at the same time, looking to sell. The only problem, all buyers are now sellers, and that is when panic and chaos breaks loose.
5 evens are trading, 4 evens, 3 evens are trading here, 2 evens are trading.
Just try to imagine if all your euros in Crowd1 were all evaporating, and watching the panic, 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 the panic. You get that feeling? That was it all being wiped away. Gone. People's livelihoods wiped out. Now I want you to watch this video. This second video, same thing. This is from an English, a British member of Parliament. And clearly he's had enough. And he's up there in Parliament and he's telling them the truth. Now, watch this for a moment.
Memories have centered on government recklessness and private criminality that led up to the crash.
It is my opinion that you do not really understand the concept of banking. All the banks are broke. Bank Santander, Deutsche Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, they're all broke. And why are they broke? It isn't an act of God. They're broke because we have a system called fractional reserve banking, which means that banks can lend money that they don't actually have. It's a criminal scandal and it's been going on for too long. And most of the problem starts in politics and central banks, which are part of the same political system. We have counterfeiting, sometimes called quantitative easing, the artificial printing of money, which if any ordinary person did, they'd go to prison for a very long time. And yet governments and central banks do it all the time. The sheer effrontery of this is quite astonishing. It's central banks that manipulate interest rates, Commissioner. So when banks go broke through their own incompetence and chicanery, the taxpayer picks up the tab. It's theft from the taxpayer.
So you could see, you could get a sense of the anger in his tone. Essentially, what happened? We were robbed in broad daylight. We were robbed. The higher ups, as high up as you can go, they helped themselves. And vast amounts of millions of people were wiped out. This stokes the fires of unrest. This stokes the fires of, you know what, we're not happy about this. And that plays into where Crowd1 is coming, where it's coming from, and where it's going. And you will see why. Next event. World event number 3 is the times in which we live. And we sort of get a sense from these times that all is not well. We're wearing masks, social distancing, plague here, plague there, locusts, plagues of this, that, and the other, unemployment. There's a sense of disorder. There's a sense of anxiety and unrest. We're searching for something. We want something more than what we know. Things aren't quite working. We want something more. People, on the whole, want something more. They want something they can believe in. That is for sure. Because the status quo that has been isn't working. It's not working. And the truth is, if you really, we know it, it's not working. So this sense of unrest, this sense of anxiety, this sense of foreboding, sets the stage. So here you got this world event number 1, world event number 2, and world event number 3. And when you mix them together, something interesting happens. You ready? We're saved again by, you'll recognize this, our entrepreneurial spirit kicks in yet again. Wow. And it goes through all of this. And what does it come up with? You ready? Game changer. What it comes up with is cryptocurrency, digital money, cryptocurrency, digital money, digital tokens, and something called blockchain. It's blockchain again. Now this is all a part of that digital technology. From all of this discontent, this seeps its way through with the entrepreneurial spirit, and they say, you know what? We got a new way of doing business. We can go, we can create money here. We can do the money thing here. Cryptocurrency, digital money, and blockchain. Now, what is blockchain? To simplify it, blockchain is a book, a ledger, a digital ledger, a digital book, where it is written, typed, inscribed, coded information, impressed information into that digital chip, into that information that reveals, shows to anybody who wants to see it, who owns what, when, where, how, and why. And the information that goes in there is always an original. It's never a copy. So a book that holds original information that shows everybody who owns what is in that book, impressed, encoded, brought together into a block. And then there's a digital chain with another block of information and another block of information, and it goes on. It's called blockchain. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a new way of doing trade, a new way of making progress, a new way of working with digital technology through here to something that is fair. Fair? Yeah. You see, the old ways of controlling the trade, controlling the progress, the old ways where people at the top can literally take trillions of dollars for themselves, blockchain is going to be stopping that because it holds digital information. You can't just take it. Everything is recorded. If you put your hand into the cookie jar to take, it's all recorded for everybody to see. You can't just do sleight of hand and 8 trillion is lost anymore. Now it's being tracked, now it's being traced, and it's open for everybody to see it. Now, that is my simplified version of blockchain. I want you to take a look at this quick video to get a much more comprehensive understanding. It's very quick. Stand by. Check it out.
Modern technology allows people to communicate directly. Voice and video calls, emails, pictures, and instant messages travel directly from A to B, maintaining trust between individuals no matter how far apart they are. When it comes to money, people have to trust a third party to be able to complete a transaction. Blockchain technology is challenging the status quo in a radical way. By using math and cryptography, blockchain provides an open, decentralized database of any transaction involving value, money, goods, property, work, or even votes, creating a record whose authenticity can be verified by the entire community. The future global economy will move towards one of distributed property and trust, where anyone with access to the internet can get involved in blockchain-based transactions, and third-party trust organizations may no longer be necessary. The uses of blockchain technology are endless. Some expect that in less than 10 years it will be used to collect taxes. It will make it easier for immigrants to send money back to countries where access to financial institutions is limited. Financial fraud will be significantly reduced, as every transaction will be recorded on a public and distributed ledger, which will be accessible by anyone who has an internet connection. Think of it as wills and contracts that execute themselves, or dated proof of existence for ideas, much like a patent. Blockchain will become a global, decentralized source of trust, but not everyone is ready to embrace it. A huge proportion of trust services, from banking to notaries, will face challenges on price, volume, and in some cases, their very survival. Public authorities could find it more and more difficult to enforce traditional financial regulations due to the new possibilities offered by the Bitcoin network to bypass traditional financial intermediaries. Unimagined new networks will evolve to meet society's needs more cheaply and potentially more securely. Will governments, financial and legal institutions embrace blockchain? What will happen to the ones who don't?
Okay, so now you have a really good idea of what blockchain is and how it's going to be affecting many parts of people's lives in a positive way. So now, I'm going to take this now to the next layer. You ready? I'm going to show you a perfect storm. A storm that has three major elements. 1, 2, 3. Stand by. You ready? Element number 1 is Crowd1, the 1-minute phone business. So here's the idea these guys have got. Here's the business, put it all on there, let people make money. Digital technology, boom, all done. All right. Number 2, the crowd. First started with 1 person, now it's building up to almost 5 million people. Number 3. Now this one's really interesting. If we get this right, when I was watching, actually let me show you this. This is the CEO, Von Holstein, our Chief Executive Officer here. I was reading his posts, and I mentioned in there that he says, if we get this right, and we will get this right, he's aware of getting it right, and he's determined to get it right. Beautiful. So let's take a look. If we get this right, so you've got the CEO, you've got the crowd, and you got the Crowd1. Now, I'm going to show you these 3. It's like a jewel. And this jewel has 3 sides. And when you look at it, it's one jewel, one piece, that the reflective light has a different color, different ambience to it than what the second side. But it's all part of the same thing. Now let me show you, because we're going to dissect and show. First off, we're dealing with an idea. Crowd1 gets an idea. The idea is developed into a concept. We're turning the prism around. The concept definitely becomes a vision. Now, we got idea, concept, vision. The one jewel, 3 different sides. Each one reveals a little bit something different than the one prior to. To Crowd1 people, to the owners, to the founder, to the makers, the idea, the concept, the vision is simple. We are going to make a phone, the phone platform, where people can buy in and build their own business, make money, get themselves out of poverty. And we'll make lots of money. Everybody wins. Now think about it. You're going to be able to use your phone to go into business for yourself. Entrepreneurial spirit. Go into business. You don't need trucks and cars and houses of product. You don't need anything. You don't even need a pen or a paper. Just this. And 99 euros buys our program, and now you share this, and you'll be getting out a product and blah, blah, getting your products and selling them and blah, blah, and making money, and you're growing. Wow. Okay. The crowd, which is you, and all the rest of you, are really interested. So from their perspective, the 1 minute business, work hard, you can get yourself out of poverty. Boom. We make money, everybody's happy. From their perspective, looking at idea, concept, and vision, it means one thing. We can better our lives. Get this, and I can better my life. We can all better our lives. All right, fair enough. But this guy here, CEO von Holstein guy, when he looks at the idea, the concept, and the vision, what does he see? Well, he understands the business, building product, selling it, bringing in services. He understands the crowd. They want to do a better life. The more we give them, the better life they can have, the more they can sell, the more they can grow, the more they can nurture and work and build. And yes, this man's expertise is building billion-dollar companies. He's done 3 of them already. I've never built a billion-dollar company. Have you built a billion? Not a million. Have you built a billion-dollar company from nothing? Let me ask you truthfully. Have you built a billion-dollar company? The truth is, what? 5 million people watching? 10 million people watching? 20 of you may have done it. He's done it 3 times. Tells you something. The guy knows how to build a billion-dollar company. But he's got other specialties that really lay out, okay, this is interesting, and I'll show you that. In fact, it's something special right here. But stay with me. So they got the idea, the concept, the vision. Build a phone, build a business, make money, everybody's happy. These guys, whoa, we can better our lives. And this guy, what can he do? Well, let's look at this special ability. He's known throughout Europe as an internet technology visionary, an IT visionary. He understands cryptocurrency. He understands the digital technology. He understands digital money. He understands blockchain. He gets it. He's known about this for a long time. He gets the whole 3D, the whole 4D understanding of what it is, why it does, how it works, what it means, what it can do. He understands it. That's why he's a visionary. And he can see way ahead of a lot of people. That's what visionaries are like. This man looks at the same idea, concept, and vision that they're seeing, and he says something else. We can change everything. We can change everything. Okay, well, wait, hold on. That's a pretty big statement. What do you mean we can change everything? What exactly does that mean? What does it mean? Well, first off, he's saying, yes, we can build a business. Yes, we can get the products. He says it. We'll get you the products. We will get you the tools you need. We will get you the tools. I'll break my back to get you the tools. We'll give you everything you need. But you have got to be able to step in and show commitment. Take responsibility. You may not be a millionaire, but you can make lots of money. If you really put your heart and soul into building your business, take responsibility. And it's true. You can do this. But he can see something completely different. Guys, yeah, we've got this, yeah, we've got that, but have you seen this? Open, look where we could go. That's the visionary. So, let's go to the looking glass. And when we go to the looking glass, there is only one question that has to come to mind. What's next, Mr. von Holstein? What's the vision? What's next? And with that, we go to the Crowd1 Global Future. So now you've been brought up to date. Do you want to see part 2? You're going to want to see part 2. Do you know why? Because if you have an involvement in Crowd1, you're going to want to see where this goes. Part 2 coming up.